Masikati akanaka muri yeZimbabwe maswera sei salibonani amaZimbabwe amahle tinokugamuchirai pano paAfrica and Beyond Television Network apo patinenge tichikurukura nyaya dzezvinhu zviri kuitika mukati menyika yeZimbabwe tichionesana kuti toivaka sei Zimbabwe toigadzira sei Zimbabwe. So mayouth eZANU PF vakabuda pachena pamusangano wakaitwa kwaGutu vakataura ivo pachena kuti utungamiriri hwebato reZANU PF hwatadza kutungamirira nyika, hwatadza kunge uchifambisa zvinhu zvakanaka munyika. Saka tisati tapinda panyaya yedu tinokumbirawo mutiudzi kuti tiri kunzwika here in the comment section. Can you kindly notify us if you can hear me? Please notify me through the comment section if you can hear me, or if you don't hear me also notify me. So I would want to begin by reading a statement from Commander Cecilia Chimbiri, because today it is the she said 16th June 2022 as we commemorate Youth Day, June 16, 1976. It's 46 years later in a colonial free Zimbabwe, and yet we still have a government that suppresses the voice of its citizens, arrests opposition instead of perpetrators of violence, murder, abductions, and torture. So that is a very strong message from the commander, Comrade Cecilia Chimbiri. And we, as young people, we commemorate the Youth Day today, and we want to talk about the expos yaitwa nevakomana vekuZANU PF, and I am going to play an audio for you before we continue discussing about various issues which are affecting us on the Youth Day. So here is the audio where there was a meeting and the ZANU PF youths blasted the leadership so hard and exposed the leadership so hard. Please listen.
I am passionate kuzvizve health kuti inokurapa inokuti ndinoona kuchizukaita zvirwere vanhu vanoenda kuchina ndikati aiwa ndikaendende ukoko ini chimwe chichemo zvakare tiri kushungurudzwa mayuthi especially eZANU PF kudenwa. Asi isu takazviziva kuti tinonyarara, asi mubvunzo watikunyanya kubvunzwa ndokuti munei, ende ukabvunza kuti unei unobva wanyarara. ZANU PF unei, ende ndobva ndanyarara nokuti hapana tende nacho nzvimbo ndakanyimwa, basa ndakanyimwa. Saka vanhu ivavo vanobva vaninyaradza. Zvikwadi kana vandakaita ndakabarazika muviri, asi zvikwadi hama yandina yaireperi. Uye ndinotambura ZANU PF, asi chandinaka hapana ndinotekwa nevanhu veMDC, ndinotekwa nevanhu veCC, kuti mayuthi hamuna chinhu, saka ndinodzokera kumashure madhivosi kumayuthi awanda. Ndinoyakayabatikana vatinoorora mayuthi hatina chinhu, saka ndiri kuramba titorwa namadhara iwawa anamamazao akapereza kare. Mapindiro adarekwa mabasa aionai ndogo muhomwe tataurwa zvipenei izvozvo ZANU PF ndakaberekerwa muZANU PF asi ndokaniramo pedu zaziyo gutu isti hakuna chinhu.
So Team Zimbabwe, honestly speaking, you have heard from this audio ZANU PF youth, Euro youths confirming that indeed havana chinhu vari kutambura. The other one said He applied for nursing so many times to no avail, and hapana chaari kubenefita. And ari kubvunzwa mubvunzo umwe chete wekuti iwewe zvaunosapota ZANU-PF unei, and ari kukonfirma kuti haana chinhu. And the other one said there is massive corruption. Without corruption or without being corrupt, you don't get a job. The leaders who were there, the old leaders who were there, they are continuing holding or clinging to jobs. Yeah, whilst the youth are suffering. So honestly speaking, faka pressure, shokora shika, ZANU-PF iri kuchema kumamisha. This is the rural area where the youth are saying they are being asked by citizens kuti munei zvamuri kurova vanhu, munei zvamuri kusapota ZANU-PF. What do you have? Why are you beating people if you have nothing, if you are benefiting from nothing? And honestly, what is left is for them to conclude that only Advocate Nelson Chamisa can remove ZANU-PF from the quagmire which we are in. So you can actually see that it's interesting moments ahead. Things are getting interesting. So Team Zimbabwe, we need to remain resolute. This is the reason why I always say we need to maintain our pace, and we need to maintain faka pressure, because that pressure is being felt everywhere. So ukangonyora message in WhatsApp group, zakuti that message is reaching all over Zimbabwe. So each and every message you write as a CCC member, you have to make sure that that message is rich in information which is going to fuck up pressure, is rich in information which is going to make ZANU-PF youth realize that havana chavainacho. So that is the question iri kubvunzwa. Vanhu veZANU-PF munei, bato renyu ndiro riri kutonga, munei, vakuru venyu ndivo vari kutonga, munei, and they cannot answer that question. They don't have answers to that question. So Team Zimbabwe, this is it. You have heard it for yourself. ZANU-PF youths confirming that indeed they don't have anything, they don't have jobs, they don't have land, they don't have positions, they have nothing. Only the elite are benefiting. So today, the reason why Tawianinya is because today, Youth Day, so we need to talk much about our future as young people. So I don't know if you want to be part of this discussion, or if you want to comment about what we just discussed, please use the link in the comment section to join us live, so that you can give us your contribution regarding the statement yataurwa nevakomana vekwagutu maZANU-PF youth, confirming that indeed they don't have anything, which means this is a direct message to their leadership. Kuti ayo, enough is enough. It's time up for the leadership which is there, because he clearly mentioned that vakuru vane mazera makuru vachingoramba varipo pamabasa. So I would want to play this audio from Commander Cecilia Chimbiri, so that we get into the issues to do with National Youth Day. Tichiramba takabata theme yedu inonzi faka pressure.
School children learn outside classrooms, and if we are saying we are in a new dispensation but it's not a priority, then we are not doing anything.
I'm trying to make it start from where it started.
Revolutionary greetings to you young people of Zimbabwe. Today we are in Mahuwe, National and Central Guruwe North, where we are commemorating the 16th June. We all know that the students in 1976 on 16th June took to the streets to protest against the apartheid regime. And today we are here in National and Central. We have decided to go rural because we want to conscientize the young person in Mahuwe to say that how do we reflect the 1976 situation 43 years later and what is happening in Zimbabwe. It's a shame that up to now we still have a vicious government that still suppresses the voice of the young people when they are raising their content. Demonstrating peacefully and raising your content and occupying the streets is not a crime. and we are not going to be intimidated. There's no amount of intimidation that will shake us. We are here to conscientize the young people that we need a government for the people and by the people. We cannot continue in this dire situation where the young people are suffering, where the young people have no employment. You can see that even the way the people are dressed here, it doesn't seem like we are 39 years after independence. Like for instance, here in Mahoe, school children learn outside classrooms. And if we are saying we are in a new dispensation, but it's not a priority, then we are not doing anything. As the young people of Zimbabwe, we are taking it to the streets. We are going to occupy the streets, and we will make sure we liberate the young person of Zimbabwe. This is our 16th June Day message to the young people of Zimbabwe to say there is nothing to fear. Let's take the streets, let's confront the system, and let's liberate ourselves, because no one else is going to come and liberate us.
So basically, this is one of the videos which made the trio to be targeted by this system, because they made it very clear that we need to liberate ourselves as young people. We cannot continue to have the old guard holding influential positions, yet they don't have any future to live. The Gutu people confirmed that indeed they have nothing, and we all don't have anything. We don't have land, we don't have jobs, we don't have savings, we don't have anything. We're just people who are just walking. We only have our bodies, we only have our brains, but we cannot use them. We cannot invest in the nation of Zimbabwe. We cannot do anything. So this is the reason why we say, as we commemorate the International Youth Day, we need to make sure that we register to vote. We need to make sure that we are conscientized about what needs to be done. We are well informed about what needs to be done, because the issue is not about slogans. It's not about running around making slogans. It's about what we are going to do, how we are going to achieve it, and how the methods we are going to implement or to use, they must be clear. So we are saying, number one, we need to be registered to vote. Secondly, we need to make sure that no old Adala gets back to parliament. We need to make sure that no old Adala gets to the presidium. So our aim as young people is to make sure that we put the old Adalas where they belong. That is retirement. Retirement in Zimbabwe is at 60 years. So if someone is forced to retire at 60 years, why is it that the senior civil servants are still going up above 60 years? Why is it that there is I don't know how to do, we can say this without provoking the system, but how is it that only those at 60 years and they are on lower ranks, they are said you are no longer able to serve, but those who are above 60 years and are occupying very influential positions, that is ministerial positions, that is MP positions, local assembly position, local government positions. Why is it that they are older dollars? The judges we have, they are older dollars. Whose interests are they saving? They are saving their own interests. And where are we positioned as young people? We are positioned to trash. So I am going to explore this further so that you understand why we say that as young people, we need to liberate ourselves. Number one, you cannot be a president in the nation of Zimbabwe if you are not 40 years and above. They have put an age, minimum age at 40 years, but there is no maximum age. Why are you not putting maximum age? So if I can vote at 18, what stops me from being a president? What stops me from being a senator? That is a very important question. So if I graduate and I have my degree, what stops me from being a judge in the nation of Zimbabwe? Those are the questions we need to ask. So if you say you cannot be judge when you are under 40 years, why is it that those above 60 years can still be judges? Why can't we put in a floor and a ceiling to say, okay, from 40 to 60? Why is it that you are going above the retirement age to say madhara anoramba achingo extenderwa ike zvinezvi they now go up to 75 years? Before we know it, 2030 asati asvika vanenge vapa 80 years. Before we know it, vanenge vapa 90 years because vanenge vada kuramba vachiprotect interests avo. This is the reason why we are saying we need to safeguard our future as young people. We need to make sure that we go to parliament. We need to make sure that we flood parliament in 2023. If the older dollars can occupy Senate, if the older dollars can occupy parliament, can occupy presidium, why is it that as young people we are not voting ourselves into parliament? At least let the young people have parliament, let the young people have council. At least we will have a better balance, because we cannot continue just like this. So here Richard Mutau is asking, how old is Joe Biden and the Chancellor of Germany? So the issue here, Mkoma Richard, I think you need to get me right. You need to understand me. I am not attacking age here. You have to get me right. I am not saying being young qualifies you to being competent. I'm not saying being old disqualifies you from being competent. You have to get me right. The issue here is about young people involvement in politics. It's about young people participation in leadership. It doesn't have anything to do, number one, with the issue to do with competence according to age. It is an issue of inclusion. My question is, in Zimbabwe, you cannot be a president when you are below 40 years. You cannot be a senator when you are below 40 years. But you can be an MP even if you are 70 years. If you are 90 years, you can be an MP. You can be a councillor even if you are 100 years. That is the issue I am raising. Why is it that those without money, the young people, because honestly speaking, many young people of our age don't have money. And we don't have that competing capacity with the older dollars who have been working since 1980. They've been working for a very long time. They have resources, they have money, they are known, they have influence. So as young people, why is it that we are not being protected? Why are we being advanced a youth quota instead of just saying, let's reserve council for the young people. Let's reserve council, parliament for the young people. And let's have the older dollars from Senate neku presidium. Those are vakagara. So we are demanding equity. Let's strike a balance where the presidium goes, woenda ku presidium kwavo 40 and above. 40 and above woenda ku Senate. But to make sure kuti ku parliament we have a 40 and below. Ku council we have a 40 and below. Kana imimi musiri kuda izvozvo chidzikisai ka age ningie kuti ku Senate tochiuyawo tese ku Senate, dzikisai ka age yeku presidium tochiuya tese ku presidium. That is what we want, because mangwana tinomuka isisu Fadzai Mahere ariye the person who can replace Advocate Nelson Chamisa after vaseva 10 years dzavo, and anogona kunge ari under 40 years. What will happen? Tinomuka isisu Ostalo Siziba anzi ndiwo akutungamirira CCC. You are now the person who should be president, and how is he going to contest? Those are the issues we are raising. We are not going to continue being quiet. We are not going to continue being silent about important issues, because young people are not being involved in decision making because the older dollars who have been there stealing, they want to protect each other. So you can actually see that that is a problem we need to solve, and today it is International Youth Day. And because of that, we need to make sure that we speak about those issues. Even ZANU PF, from the audio we played, they are agreeing that indeed there is a deficiency where the dollars are continuing to work, where the youths are continuing without jobs. So influential positions and posts are occupied by dollars. The judges, they start from 40 years and above. And what is the law? Or what is the basis, their competence basis they are using to discredit a 30-year-old young person to say you can't be a judge? What law are they using? What proof do they have that a 30-year-old cannot be a judge? Those are the questions which are being asked even from the ZANU PF cycles. This is the reason why they are silencing their own ZANU PF youths. That is the reason why they sacked Matutu, they sacked Tsenengam. Why? They know that these young people are telling the truth. This is the reason why that young person Msengezi is in and out from a prison, just because they are being persecuted. So here in Appleton, Gueva, let's have youth in cabinet, parliament, and council. Old Madalas must go to village. Doesn't matter your uncle and father. And I agree with Appleton Gueva. Kana retirement takangoti munhu ngaaritaire 60 years ari kudei kugovernment, ari kutsvagei kugovernment? Ndio mubvunzo ungoripo, because mukuru wegovernment, mukuru wegovernment, shefu wemacivil servants yese ndiva Mnangagwa, ndio shefu. Saka vamwe vari pasi pababa Mnangagwa kana vachinzi at 60 years enda kumusha, what is stopping us to send those above 60 years kumusha kuti varume endai munozorora, endai munobika mananga, endai munotamba nevazukuru? What's stopping us from doing that? Because inini ndikaenda kumusha, inini takakurira uzeva, isusu taitoudzwana namudhara nanasekuru kuti varume takura hatichagoni kupingudza mombe, batai mombe imimi. That was the issue yaitaurwa nanasekuru vedu vachitiudza, batai mombe, isusu takura hatichagoni kumhanya, tichinzi mhanyai vakomana. Why? Because they understood that it is the younger generation which is going to take over. The reason why we have corrupt young people within ZANU-PF is because pakatadza kugurumwa leadership, pakatadzwa kuitwa hand over take over, generational leadership change yakatadza kuitika. Ndio saka muchiona vana Sevi yakasukwere vakatandaniswa because pairambwa generation 40. So we have people who believed that the generation 40, or the people who believe in younger people or in younger generation, who want to take a mandate to build their own future. We have the people who believe that the youths who want to build their own future are threats. That is the reason why you have seen the trio is still going to court each and every day. Advocate Fadze Maere, every young person, Varkusungwa times without numbers. The likes of Wanatakudzwangadzore, they've been arrested multiple times. Makombora Aruzivishe has been arrested multiple times, and they are reporting to courts, to police each and every day. Instead of them doing other important issues, varikupedza nguva vachienda kunoreport. Why? The old guard does not prioritize the youth. They don't even value time, because time you are using going to report to the police station on frivolous charges, you can use it productively. You can use it to build a better Zimbabwe. So I don't know if you are getting this point, that the issue here, yatunza panap, is ZANU-PF, CCC. We are on agreement. The youths are on agreement. Why? The CCC youths managed to prove to ZANU-PF youths kuti hamuna CHINHU. So for the sake of those who joined us later, I am going to play this audio once more so that you get to appreciate the story we have this moment, we have today. ZANU-PF youths admitting kuti ivo havana CHINHU, admitting kuti vakuru vazvitadza. So I'm going to play this audio once more so that you get to understand and you get to appreciate why we are here.
I'm passionate.
So I believe that after playing this audio for a second time, you have managed to appreciate what they are saying. Key issues we've noted is number one, he applied 16 times for nursing, dololo, apana chakabuda. Mu youth we ZANU PF, ari kungosafa the same way mu youth we CCC zvaari kuita. So what's the difference? Tese tiri kungotambura. Number two, vanhu vari kuenda kunorapwa kuChina. He speaks with passion about leaders, their leaders, going to China for treatment. And that is a direct attack on the leadership of ZANU PF. He mentioned kuti kunorapwa kuChina, and akaenda kunorapwa kuChina ndiani munomuziva. That is a direct attack on the leadership of ZANU PF. And he is indeed in agreement with us. So ZANU PF youths, they are coming to terms with what is really happening. But we need to take something very serious here. They say, Varukunzi nevanhu ve-CCC munei chamuinacho. And indeed, they have nothing. Which means CCC is making impact in each and every part of Zimbabwe. This is rural Zimbabwe, this is good too. And they are acknowledging the impact of CCC. Which means, apachisina chavainacho. That is the reason why they are now directly attacking their own leadership. And the other ones mentioned kuti mari hatina, basa hatina, nzvimbo chaiyo, land hatina. But madhara ari kuramba akaoccupy ma-influential positions, but ivo vakasenza kudhara. So chioko muhomwe ndo vari kuchirova kuti varambe vachingounganidza mari. So let's ask this as young people. Just imagine kuti munhu akapinda basa at 25 years uchipinda basa mugovernment, or retire from government at 60 years or 65 years. Ngatiti at 60 years, you are retiring at 60 years. Saka, how many years have you served uri mugovernment? That is the question. And how many young people or how many other people are going to be employed in between iwewe kana uchinosiya basa at 60 years? How many people vachaemployiwa pamakore 35 auri kugara pabasa iwewe? Vanhu vangani vachapinzwa basa? Animuruzona. This is the reason why we must have ma policies akaita sekuti munhu anopinda basa mucivil service oshanda 5 to 10 years osiya oenda. That period of 5 to 10 years munhu anofanira kunge achibhadharwa mari inotenga. Ari kubhadharwa mari inotenga, that person must invest obva oenda kunotanga business rake akuenda mberi nelife. Mari dzavari kubhadhara kunasa, mari dzavari kubhadhara dzemapensions dzinofanira kuinvestwa, so that after 10 years munhu waane mashares ako wakutoziva kuti life yakutanga kufambira mberi. So government yaadvocate Nelson Chamisa haisi kuzotambudzika because vanotora mari dziri kubhadharwa kumapensions, mari dziri kubhadharwa kunana NASA, vodzitora vonovhura a mine, just an example, vovhura a gold mine, a platinum mine, votanga kumaina, which means vanhu vese vari kubhadhara, they now have shares in that company. When you retire, when you are pensioned, you get my benefits. You know my benefits. I am a shareholder of a company. But we have nyika iri kuenda unotsvaga ma investors, but kune mari dziri kubhadharwa nevanhu kunasa. kune mari dziri kubhadharwa nevanhu kupension fund. Mari iyoyo iri kuenda kupi? Iri kutorwa ichiinvestwa kumabhizinesi emadhara akari kuramba kubva pazvigaro. Ndovoita mari isisu tosara tisina chinhu. That is the reason why muchiona 70 million is not accounted kunasa up to this day. And the priest Kamfumira is working scot-free panyaya iyoyo, but the auditor general confirmed that indeed 70 million was looted, indeed 70 million was stolen. Mari iyoyo haina kuinvestwa. Dai vari kutsvaga an investor ari kuuya ne20 million kuti azoresuscitata mine. Yet 70 million was stolen ikapiwa to an individual instead of kuti mari iyoyo ingadai yakatorwa ikabuilda a big company iri kuzobenefita vanhu tomorrow. So this is what we are saying. You are taking pensions, you have to invest them. So this does have logic. Kuti madhara yavakashanda kudhara havasina plan chavari kuda kuramba vachitora, but havana plan yekuti zvinhu zvinge zvifamba zvakanaka munyika. So we have reached a consensus with the ZANU-PF youths to say enough is enough, and we no longer need these older dollars to continue being in power, and that is true. So I don't know if you need to contribute. Please come through. Please come through through the link in the description box. There is a link there in the description box. Please come through. If you have any contribution before we end this session, please come through. You can also give your comments and we read them here live and direct. You can comment then to bataverenga comment yako, or so that your contribution gets to be known. So it's either you can come live or you can come through a comment, whatever you want. So I don't know, or are we together in Zimbabwe? We are celebrating Youth Day, yet we have nothing to show. Yet we have been there in politics as young people, but we cannot rise above the ranks. We cannot be appointed ministers. We cannot be appointed mayors. We cannot be appointed judges. We cannot occupy influential positions. And I am not as some directors at HATINA or Munyika Zimbabwe, older dollars. And I am not as some CEOs at HATINA or parastatals and government institutions, older dollars. Where are the young people? That is the question we have. Are we so incompetent as young people? So takaenderei kuchikoro. Zvinoita here kuti tozotanga kutonga tamadhara. This is the reason why we say we are against that notion yekuti Advocate Nelson Chamisa vachazotonga kumberi. Vanofana kutotonga izvezvi. Why? Vanofana kutonga vachiri nepower, vachiri newisdom, vachiri nestrength. Ndio nguva yavari kufana kutonga because vari paprime age yavo. Anomurupaona. So this is the reason why we are saying he will surround himself with young people, people with ideas, and you will begin to see wonders in the nation of Zimbabwe. You begin to see sati zvakambooneka. So hanzi panapa kuti tigare munyika pasina kushungurudzwa is to remove ZANU-PF. Yes, ZANU-PF must go. That is the only way. And we are getting that ZANU-PF support right now because that youth element yataida kumaruwa. This is the reason why we always say Chakachaya 2023 is going to be a different year, because any person who is sane enough will know kuti kana munhu akatadza kudeliver since 1980 ari minister and since 2017 ari president akatadza kudeliver anything, achadeliver chi for another 5 years. Achiwedzera kukura, achiwedzera kuchembera. You understand that anybody would agree with me kuti hapana zvichabuda. So we need a younger person, and that person is Advocate Nelson Chamisa. We need vanhu vasina mhosva dzavari kutya, that is Advocate Nelson Chamisa and his team. Havana chavanopomerwa, havana mari yemunhu yavakadya, havana mari yemunhu yavakaba. So those guys vachipinda muoffice, their mandate ndekutanga kugadzirisa zvinhu, because we have a generational consensus. Zvikanzi panapa inini, I was born in 1970, Mnangagwa was already working. He is still working. Asi vari kuti hakuna mabasa. Timu iyi yakafanana nepoto yekubikirwa isingagute. Yes, and I agree. Zvikanzi panapa pindai musango blaz because ZANU-PF inoda vanhu vehondo, isu tiri verunyararo tiri kuti ngaapinde mukomana. Yes, isusu tiri kupinda 2023 tiri kupinda, haizvozvo hazvina kana doubt. Even ndikanzi ndafa ndaurayiwa handiti I have done my part, I have done my job. That is the reason why I come live without fear, without favor, because I know that I am doing my part as an individual, and isiso our mandate is to make sure kuti tiri kubvisa chinhu chinonzi ZANU-PF nezvese zviri machiri chiri kufanira kungorwa pasi. Hatisi kuda kana any remnant yeZANU-PF. Saka tiri kungoda kuti pauye chinhu chinonzi chitsva. You cannot say I have bought a new car iyo ine engine ya 19 gucha nembe yakatora. No, we need a very brand new car yekuti pese pawabata pane pachingori panyuwani. Not only a new car, a modern car ndo yatiri kuda dziri kupisa dzacho, and that thing is CCC led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa. This is as young people apologies, tangozokaruka tashaya moto. Ndo mamwe maproblems atogara achitaura muZimbabwe kuti you just get disrupted uri pakati pekuita something just because of vakuru vari kutadza kugadzirisa zvinhu. And as young people we have my solutions. Munoziva kuti I have been working on something, and once I complete that thing, I will present it to some people. We need to have free energy in Zimbabwe, and I'm working on something. And the initial, the first model yacho yakabuda. But to prove kuti vanhu veZANU-PF ndezvavari, murikuona comment yandaisa papa ningapa nditi. As young people, you see this person will be a young person, but ndo comment yaanonyora. So why are you writing such a comment? Zvikanzi pana chipogwatidzo. How is it that possible that the vice president is also the minister of health? That is a very important question, because we are saying, despite the issue of age, we need qualified doctors who are well informed about the health issues to be ministers of health. But we have somebody who doesn't know anything about health, who doesn't even prioritize health care in Zimbabwe as the health minister. And that needs to be questioned, because vanhu vedu madoctors vedu vari kutoshaya basa rekuita. they have the capacity and capability, but varikushaya zvekuita. So across whole Africa, youths, they are not getting opportunity in order for us to progress, and there is no African state showed by it by example. Yeah, so I agree with Appleton Gueva that in the entire Africa, the youths are marginalized, the youths are left out to be paupers. So this is the issue we need to say, as young people, we need to advocate across Africa. We need to form more movements. So if we get Advocate Nelson Chamisa as the president, you are going to see that he is going to set a tone, because you see kuti across to South Africa, across to Mozambique, to Malawi, the message will be the same. To Namibia, the message will be the same. Let's have young people occupying very influential positions. So you actually realize that young people will have more influence going forward. So as it stands right now, Pashaya Ruda Kuya Palive, Pashaya Ruda Kuya Palive. So we don't need to get to go on with this issue. So we all agree that ZANU-PF in a problem, ZANU-PF does not serve. It does not serve us right. We all agree to that effect. So, Team Zimbabwe, thank you very much for being here, and I'm hoping and believing that we'll be able to continue coming live each and every day, each and every hour, each and every time, because we have a Zimbabwe to shape, because 2023 is not too far. We only have a few months to prepare. So we need to come here and discuss. So make it a habit, kuti you subscribe. Make it a habit, kuti you ring the bell, so that you don't miss out Patnet Gender Live. You will be notified, you'll be informed. So if you say hi, I will completely send a link kwa Uri. You join our WhatsApp group. Robust discussions, because we want to have these discussions on all platforms, be it on WhatsApp, on Facebook, everywhere. So if you go onto Facebook, we have a page Rakanzi ABTN News. It's still a new page. You can go there and like that page. We'll begin to put more content, and we'll begin to live stream, even putting it from YouTube into Facebook as well. And we have our Twitter handle Yakanzi Africa and Beyond TV as well, Irikushanda. So we have a lot of areas that you're gonna get to communicate, that you're gonna get to taura. We also need to hold my Twitter spaces. So here, Ndrukunzi nguwa yangu yapera, I cannot continue to be live at this moment. So I just want to round up. So Sangana in other episode, I think I will have another live or one or two live, because we need to update you about the outcome. Honorable Job Scholar. We need to make a follow-up on that. And we also come and give you an issue. Yemun, another CCC member, akauraiwa, Sir Edison Chimbiri, so we need to come up with that matter once one facts surrounding that matter. Will come with it. Saka Team Zimbabwe, Mwandra takaita izvozvo ngatingorova like. So we like, we share, we comment. That is how we get to know each other. That is how we interact. So for those who have been asking for my name is right on the screen. So I believe that change is coming. So Team Zimbabwe, Cooksman, pure talent. Urongozvera wega kuti aiwa Zimbabwe yaane vanhu vana rikifaya, pure talent. Aiwa unongoona wega kuti Zimbabwe yaane vanhu vakuda shanduko yakuchiuya, because those things hazvingoitike zvega, zvine zvinozviita kuti zvinge zvichimira zvakadaro. So Team Zimbabwe, I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. So ring the notification bell, subscribe and ring the notification bell, kuitira kuti patiri kudzoka you'll be notified kuti taakudzoka, because tiri kudzoka nenyaya yehonorable Sekala nhasi kusati kwadoka, tiri kudzoka nenyaya iyoyo. So we will have probably 2 more lives, and manheru kana tikatenderwa we need to have ma-constitutional studies nguva dzemanheru, I think na 9 p.m. it will be sharp. So musati maenda tsvagai YouTube channel yakanzi ABTN News, ABTN News. Okay, memory Ngube, if you go pane number dziri pascreen ka 078 number idzodzo dziri pascreen, just say hi ku WhatsApp and I will add you mu group redu. You add you mu group redu. You want that group to grow, so just say hi on that WhatsApp number and I will definitely add you in that group. So tisati taenda tsvagai YouTube channel yakanzi ABTN News, ABTN News. Please go and subscribe on that platform, because ndo patine tichikupai ma-hourly nuggets. That is our target, kuti patinosvika 2023 tichikupai ma-hourly nuggets, zvinhu zviri kutoitika, news tichidzicombina from Facebook, from Twitter, from everywhere, todziisa pamwe chete tobva tadzipublisha for everybody, documenting everything panzvimbo 1, kuitira kuti munhu wese anga achiziva zviri kuita sei, zviri kuitika munyika. So those news dzinenge dziri ma 1 minute chakuti dzekuti we can circulate as videos, we can post on Facebook and post on YouTube. Ma video clips anochengeteka kupfuura messages dzekutaipa, so it is very important kuti tinge tichidaro. That is very important. So that is our agenda. So endai ABTN News, you will see some videos. There are videos of myself there. You will see some videos there. Make sure that you subscribe on that platform, on that channel. So I love you all. You are the best people I have ever seen. Advocate Nelson Chamisa, he truly needs our prayers. To those who are facing my charges from the state, my bogus charges, we pray for them. Let's continue to stand in solidarity with them. Let's continue to check up on each other, because so I will need also your solidarity the same way these leaders need our solidarity. So I shout out to everybody who contributed. You contributed immensely. Thank you very much. Without you, we are nothing. Without you, apana zvatinokwanisa kunge tichiita tichingotaura tega. So my name is on the screen, Ronald Makusha. Tikupakurirai nyaya. Isusu vanapa tikupakurira nyaya dziri kuitika mukati menyika yeZimbabwe, zvikuru sei nyaya dzine chekuita kana ma-elections. Ndo focus yedu mugore rino iri, because we need change in the nation of Zimbabwe. What opportunities tichidzoka nezvimwe zvirongwa zvakasiyana siyana tichikuratidzai nekukuudzai kuti how Advocate Nelson Chamisa is going to transform Zimbabwe. In 6 months, Zimbabwe inenge yakutapira, inenge yahochi. I will come with that proof. All you need to do